Let me ask you something most people won't. How long have you been preparing to begin? Not thinking about it, not planning it, preparing. How many outlines have you built? How many videos have you watched? How many "this is the year" notes have you written? And yet the thing you say you want is still untouched, like a gift on your table. Admired, never opened. You tell yourself you're being smart, responsible, strategic. You just need more clarity, more confidence, more time. But here's the truth. That voice telling you to wait isn't wise. It's scared. And it's not trying to make you successful. It's trying to keep you safe. Your brain has one primary job, not fulfillment, not legacy, survival. For most of human history, survival meant avoiding risk, avoiding the unknown, avoiding anything that could get you rejected, isolated, or hurt. So when you think about doing something new, launching something, quitting something, saying something honest, your brain doesn't evaluate the opportunity. It evaluates the uncertainty. And uncertainty, to your nervous system, can feel like danger. That tightness in your chest, that twist in your stomach, that wave of maybe tomorrow isn't laziness, it's protection. Here's the part most people don't realize. Fear isn't what ruins your life. Avoidance does. Because avoidance teaches your brain a lesson. This was dangerous, so we escaped. And the brain loves that. It rewards it. You feel relief. But the relief is a trap because it makes the next attempt harder. Over time, your world gets smaller. Not all at once. Quietly. Through delays that feel reasonable. Think about a simple example. There's an email you should send, a message you've been postponing, a conversation you keep rehearsing. You open the draft, and you feel the spike. Your mind instantly produces smart reasons to wait. Let me research a bit more. I'll do it when I'm in a better headspace. Timing isn't right. It sounds rational, but it's fear wearing a suit. And here's the cost nobody talks about. The longer you wait, the more the task becomes a symbol. It stops being an email. It becomes a referendum on your identity. That's why it starts feeling heavy. So the question becomes, how do you train fear without needing perfect motivation and without doing something reckless? In a minute, I'll give you a simple protocol you can use every day, a short interrupt, a tiny start, and a fear ladder that builds real confidence. But first, we need to correct one idea. Most people are waiting to feel ready. They think motivation comes first and action comes after. But the pattern is usually the opposite. Action creates evidence, and evidence creates confidence. So if you keep waiting for the feeling, you train your brain to believe action requires emotion. And every time you obey that rule, hesitation gets stronger. Years can disappear in that space between knowing and doing. Here's what happens in real life. The moment you feel an impulse to act, your brain often tries to negotiate. Not because you're broken, because negotiation prevents discomfort. So you need a way to move before the negotiations become a full debate. Not 5 seconds as a law, just a short window where you choose movement over rumination. Here's the protocol. 4 steps. Step 1. Interrupt the spiral. When you feel the urge to delay, don't argue with it. Interrupt it, count backward, 5 to 1, and stand up. Or name it out loud. This is resistance. Or take one slow breath. The goal is simple. Create a small pause between feeling and action. Step 2. Do the tiny start. The hardest part of most tasks isn't doing it, it's starting it. So shrink the task until your brain can't justify avoiding it. Open the document. Write one sentence, put on your shoes, send a "Can we talk?" text, make the call, and if needed, hang up and try again. The tiny start isn't about finishing. It's about proving you can begin under discomfort. Step 3. Build a fear ladder, progressive exposure. Fear shrinks when you approach it in manageable doses. Example, public speaking. Talk for 30 seconds to a friend. Ask one question in a meeting, share an opinion once present for 2 minutes. Give the full talk. You're not trying to kill fear. You're teaching your nervous system, this is uncomfortable and I can survive it. Step 4. Deposit evidence, identity rewiring. After you do the rep, write one line. Did it even though I felt fear? Because evidence is what changes identity. Every time you hesitate, you vote for the identity of someone who waits. Every time you move, you vote for the identity of someone who acts. Tiny actions compound, not because it's motivational, because repetition trains the brain. Here's what this looks like over time. At first, you're still afraid. You just stop obeying it instantly. Then something changes, not the fear, your relationship to it. You become the kind of person who moves before fear finishes speaking. And that's the real definition of confidence. Not certainty, but willingness. Try this for 7 days. Each day, do one rep, small but real. One uncomfortable message. One task you've delayed, one moment of honesty, one tiny start when you'd normally wait. Then log it. One sentence. By day 7, you won't be fearless, but you'll have something better. Trust in yourself. You are not broken. You are not lazy. You're not unmotivated. You've just been outsourcing your future to your feelings. So here's the real question. What have you been postponing? You don't need to finish it today. You just need to start. One rep, one countdown, one honest move. Because change doesn't happen someday. It happens when you stop negotiating with fear and take the first step anyway.